Madison Square Garden was electric, a cathedral of boxing lit by blinding spotlights and the roar of thousands of fans. Brooklyn's faithful filled one side, chanting for their rising star, Richardson Hitchens, while a contingent of Australian supporters held their ground cheering George Kambosos Jr., a former champion with grit in his eyes and fire in his heart. The ring, perfectly square and glimmering under the lights, was more than wood and rope. It was a battlefield where dreams would collide, reputations would be forged, and history written in bruises and sweat. As the fighters made their way to the center, the tension was palpable. Hitchens, calm and composed, moved like a predator surveying the terrain, every step measured, every glance precise. Across the ring, Kambosos bounced on the balls of his feet, brimming with energy, trying to mask the nerves that always accompany the audacity of ambition. The referee gave his instructions, the crowd hushed for a heartbeat, and then the bell rang. The fight began, and from the very first second, the story of this night was written not in flurries, but in sharp, calculated precision. Hitchens immediately established range, his jab snapping like a whip, his right hand ready to punish anyone who stepped too close. Kambosos tried to find his rhythm, moving inside, attacking the body, but Hitchens' discipline and reach dictated the pace. Every punch thrown by the champion was a message, a subtle warning. This is my ring, my timing, and my fight. The first round ended with Hitchens in full control, his presence already shaping the narrative, a surgical, methodical dominance that would define the night. Round 2 opened with both men adjusting, testing one another's defenses. Kambosos, aware of Hitchens' reach and precision, sought to close the distance, using feints and body shots to disrupt the champion's rhythm. Hitchens, unfazed, continued to orchestrate the fight with a jab so accurate it looked effortless, snapping it twice before following with a straight right that stung the Australian across the face and ribs. Body became a battlefield, every shot to the midsection a strategic strike designed to sap energy and break resistance. Kambosos landed a few meaningful hooks to the body, and the crowd erupted, sensing the former champion's bravery, but it was only a fleeting surge against Hitchens' calculated assault. By round 3, Hitchens' combinations had already started to leave visible marks, a small cut above Kambosos' right eye, a testament to the champion's unrelenting discipline. Jab remained supreme, not merely a tool for scoring, but a weapon of control, dictating distance, rhythm, and tempo. Kambosos attempted to counter with overhand rights, sweeping hooks, and lunging uppercuts, but Hitchens anticipated, blocked, and countered with devastating efficiency. The beauty of this fight was in its precision, the way Hitchens maintained defensive composure while simultaneously punishing, a true masterclass in boxing fundamentals. Fans could feel the shift in momentum. Kambosos' bravado could not mask the accumulating damage. The round ended with Hitchens firmly in command, his strategy unfolding like a grand blueprint, every movement deliberate, every punch a statement. He was here to dominate, and nothing less would suffice. By round 4, the fight had evolved into a battle of attrition. Hitchens' offense was relentless, alternating between the head and the body with the precision of a surgeon. Each jab was a probe, each right hand a scalpel cutting through Kambosos' defenses. The Australian tried to implement his game plan, moving his upper body, dipping, weaving, and throwing hooks, but the champion read every motion with ease, countering seamlessly. The crowd watched in awe as Hitchens mixed subtle feints with sharp combinations, exploiting openings that barely existed. A left hook to the body, a right hand to the chin, a perfectly timed jab. The punishment was relentless yet methodical. By the 5th round, Kambosos' stamina began to wane. The body shots that Hitchens had been landing for several rounds had taken a toll. Kambosos' punches lacked power, and even his attempts to press forward were met with crisp counters. Hitchens' calmness contrasted with the growing frustration of his opponent. Every step Kambosos took toward aggression was met by a jab that snapped him back, a reminder of the punishment already endured. The audience could feel the inevitability of the outcome. Hitchens' technical brilliance and tactical dominance had worn down a former champion, turning courage into survival and bravery into pain. Each round now carried a sense of urgency, as Hitchens, sensing the weakening resolve, continued to target the body with surgical precision, dismantling both the spirit and the frame of his opponent. Round 6 through 7 saw Kambosos dig deep, showing heart, trying to reclaim lost ground, but the punishment had already accumulated. Hitchens, unfazed, moved effortlessly, his jab a constant thorn in Kambosos' side, keeping the Australian off balance while the body shots landed with punishing consistency. Hitchens' combination work was clinical, jab to the body, right hand over the top, left hook to the ribs, a rhythm that left Kambosos struggling to breathe through the pain. Every move Hitchens made was calculated. There was no wasted energy, no desperation, only precision. Even as Kambosos managed moments of offense, Hitchens neutralized them with ease, maintaining dominance. The crowd could feel the momentum shift with each clean shot, the pain in Kambosos' midsection building, the energy draining, and the inevitability of a finish looming. By round 7, Hitchens' confidence was palpable. He probed, jabbed, and punished, breaking Kambosos' rhythm entirely. Each combination to the body brought the former champion closer to collapse, the tension in the arena mounting with every strike. Hitchens' mastery of distance and timing created a spectacle of precision, an exhibition of tactical dominance rarely seen at this level. Fans were witnessing more than a fight. They were witnessing a man executing a plan to perfection, a performance where every strike mattered, every movement counted, and every second brought the end closer. Round 8 became the final act in a story of calculated brutality. Hitchens, sensing the opportunity for a definitive finish, escalated the pressure. The jab continued to dictate the distance, while the body shots, a relentless series of surgical strikes, sapped Kambosos' remaining strength. The Australian fought bravely, swinging for survival, but his defenses had been dismantled, his body betrayed by repeated punishment. With seconds remaining, a perfect sequence, a jab, a right hand, and a left hook to the body, sent Kambosos to the canvas. The referee stepped in. It was over. The crowd erupted, Madison Square Garden shaking with approval. Hitchens, arms raised, basked in the roar of Brooklyn. He had not only won, he had mastered the fight, turning discipline and precision into a knockout. The final image was one of triumph and artistry, a man executing a plan with perfection, leaving no doubt about his supremacy. Richardson Hitchens' victory was a testament to preparation, timing, and surgical execution, a performance that would be remembered as one of boxing's most precise and dominant displays. Kambosos' bravery was undeniable, but in the theater of Madison Square Garden, Hitchens' mastery was absolute, leaving only one man standing, one champion who had turned strategy into art, and tonight the ring belonged entirely to him.